Illustration 19. From the following receipts and payments account of Coimbatore Cricket Club for the year ending 31st March 2016, prepare income and expenditure account for the year 31st March 2016 and a balance sheet as on that date. So here in this sum, our accounting period will be 2015 to 2016. We have receipts and payments account here in the books of Coimbatore Cricket Club. Receipts and payments account, we have the balances, receipts towards the debit side and payments towards the credit side. As usual, from the receipts we need to take up few accounts and to the income and expenditure account, and few accounts will be taken only to the balance sheet. Okay, subscription will be taken to the income and expenditure account. We won't take this opening or even the closing balance of cash at bank is given, right? So these two should not be taken into the income and expenditure account. Then subscriptions, we need to take the subscriptions to the income and expenditure account. With this, there will be certain information provided, additional information. Based on that, we need to calculate and show it in the income and expenditure account. Then we have sale of old bats and balls. Okay, this also should be written. Subscription for a tournament. Okay, this is given as subscription for tournament. This is a specific account, so this should not be taken to the income and expenditure account. Instead, we have to take this to the liabilities side. Then we have legacies. Again, legacies should not be taken to the income and expenditure account. Since this is capital receipt, we need to take it to the liabilities side. Then you have maintenance towards the credit side, that's payment side. So you take this maintenance to the income and expenditure account. Furniture should be taken to the asset side and not in the income and expenditure account. Tournament expenses, since we have a specific tournament, a specific account for tournament, we should not take this tournament expenses to the income and expenditure, but we have to take it, we have to show this in the liabilities side. Secretary's honorarium will be shown in the expenditure, that is income and expenditure. Buy bats and balls should also be shown in the income and expenditure account. Then we have certain additional information. On 1st April 2015, the club had stock of balls and bats rupees 3000. That is, this is your opening stock. Okay, this stocks of bat and ball should be shown as your stationaries and prize fund we saw, right? So like that we have to show this bats and balls, that is opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock. And also we had an advance subscription of rupees 500. Advance subscription in the year 2015 means this is your current year subscription. That is, instead of paying in 2016, you have paid it in 2015 itself. It is received in advance for 2015, which means that amount is related to the current period. Then we have surplus on account of tournament should be kept in reserve for permanent pavilion. So whatever we have as surplus should be kept in reserve. Okay, so that is also one of the reason for taking this tournament expenses and this subscription to the liabilities side. Then we have subscription due on 31st March 2016 as rupees 2000. So this is again your subscription outstanding for 2016, which means this is your current year outstanding. Then we have stock of balls and bats and balls on 31/3/2016 rupees 1000. Okay, so here we have rupees 1000 as the closing balance, so that also should be shown in the expenditure account. Then the most important is, in the previous illustrations we had in the additional information even the opening capital fund. Okay, but here in this sum we don't have opening capital fund. So first we have to find out the opening capital fund, then prepare income and expenditure account and the balance sheet. For finding the opening capital, okay, what we have to take up is all the opening balances whatever is given in this particular sum. Okay, we have the opening balance of cash, we also have here the opening balance of stocks and subscription what is given in advance, okay, that is received in advance. These two are the opening balances, and here we have cash at bank as the opening balance. Since it is given as 1st April 15, these are the opening balances. So now first what we have to do is take up this cash at bank. This is your asset. So in the books of Coimbatore Cricket Club, balance sheet as on 31st March 2015. Take up the cash at bank and write as rupees 8,000. Then we have stock of bats and balls, right? That is your closing stock for the previous year. So stock of balls and bats rupees 3,000. Then comes in subscription received in advance for of rupees 500. This amount of rupees 500 should be written as subscription received in advance rupees 500. After this we need to total these two, okay, which comes to 11,000. So 11,000 minus 500 comes to 10,500. That is the capital fund, okay, that is your opening capital fund for now. So whenever you don't have your capital fund, opening capital fund, first we need to prepare the balance sheet for opening capital fund with all the opening balances. Then comes an income and expenditure account. Here, as we discussed, we have to take up maintenance, we have to write the secretary's honorarium and bats and balls, right? So here, to maintenance, secretary's honorarium, bats and balls alone, we have certain adjustments. This is your purchase. You have your opening balance and also the closing balance. Opening balance is given as rupees 3,000. With this 3,000, add whatever we have purchased, that is 7,400. So now two bats and balls, you can write this way, or you can write the formula: opening stock 3,000 plus purchases 7,400, so you get 10,400, minus the closing stock which is given as rupees 1,000. Stock of bats and balls on 31st March, okay, so minus 1,000, you get 9,400. Then moving on to the income side, we have subscription, and there are certain adjustments also for the subscription. Sale of bats and balls must be taken and nothing else, okay. So by subscription amount given in the receipts and payments is 11,000 plus whatever we have received in advance, that is what is given in the additional information. We have received in advance in the year 2015 itself as 500, and also we have subscription due on 31/3/2016 is 2,000. So these two amounts should be added since these two belongs to the current year. So we'll write by subscription 11,000, add received in advance 500, so you get 11,500. Then add up your outstanding for the current year 2,000, so you get 13,500. Okay, after this we need to total both credit and debit sides separately. You get here 13,600, you get here 18,900. Okay, so your debit side is more, so you write 18,900 minus 13,600, so you get 5,300 as deficit. This is your loss because your income is lesser than the expenditure, so automatically 5,300 is loss. Then coming to the balance sheet, that is your closing balance sheet, you will take up capital fund what we have found here, okay, opening capital 10,500 less the loss 5,300, so you will write it in the outer column as 5,200. Then comes in the subscription for tournament, we have, right, 2,000, so you have to write that tournament minus tournament expenses 1,400, so you will take up subscription for tournament 2,000 minus tournament expenses 1,400, so outer column you will have rupees 600. Okay, so all the related items to be taken to one side only. Okay, then comes in legacies. As we discussed, this is also a capital receipt, so we are taking this to the liabilities, legacies rupees 20,000. Then moving on to the payment side, we have assets, that is furniture and nothing else. Though here we have cash at bank. This is your closing stock of cash, so these two accounts should be taken to the asset side, that is furniture, cash at bank. Also in the additional information we have closing stock of bat and balls, though Here stock of bats and balls, closing stock rupees 1000, also outstanding of rupees 2000. These two should be taken to the asset side now. So stock of balls and bats rupees 1000, subscription outstanding rupees 2000. Add these values, you get 25,800. And here also when we add these three values, we get 25,800. Always, as we all know, balance sheet assets and liabilities must be equal. Okay.